Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Walker Venrick with Sharp Sports Network, bringing you my top 3 plays for this 4-game NBA slate here on February 27th. You already saw the cover boy. You already know who the first play is, so we are going to waste no time here and jump right into this one. If you have not already, please do leave a like on this video. We greatly appreciate your support as always, and if you do have any questions, comments, or maybe even concerns for us, please let us know in the comment section below. We're happy to give you guys advice when we can. Starting off this video, it should be no surprise who the cover is, and it is a very just cover boy today. We have Anthony Davis, the brow. He has a 34% usage rate without LeBron on the court, and his efficiency gets a huge boost from 1.45 fantasy points per minute all the way to 1.63. So his efficiency is going to be there. The minutes are going to be there as long as we don't see the notification Anthony Davis headed to locker room, which is a common one. So if you're in a GPP contest and you want to go super contrarian, just fade AD, he should be very, very popular today. And I can definitely see the warrant for a fade. He's going to crush this price tag if he plays normal minutes and avoids injury this game. He's going to absolutely crush this price tag. There's just no way that this should bust. If he pops 36 plus minutes today, if he plays anywhere 34 plus minutes, he's going to put up 50 plus fantasy points and get at least 52 at 10.3K. I absolutely love him today. The key to this game, though, is not just the fragile glass cannon Anthony Davis avoiding injury, but it is also the no blowout factor. We need this game to stay close. The Lakers opened at minus 13, which is pretty much a Bucks line. Any of those minus 13 lines are kind of sketchy because they can blow out. But we have seen some amazing line movement. I have not, and granted, I'm recording this here at 11:45 Eastern. By 11 o'clock today, when I checked the line, it had moved from minus 13 to minus 10. Very, very drastic line movement. Some of the most movement I've seen at 11 a.m. So the Lakers are only 10-point favorites as of the time I'm recording this video, which is a big difference from minus 13. Obviously, the money being on Golden State to cover that spread. So this is very, very enticing, and it should be competitive as long as everything goes to plan tonight, and Anthony Davis should smoke this price tag and have a massive game. Again, in GPPs, I can see the warrant for a Davis fade and prioritize other studs, but regardless, in cash games, I would never, ever miss out on Anthony Davis with no LeBron James on the court tonight. And jumping over to my second play on FanDuel, we have Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside has a 19% usage rate and draws a better matchup than some might think at first glance. The Pacers are, yes, a slow team, but they allow a ton of fantasy points to opposing centers, and for a majority of this season, they were actually in the top 3 most fantasy points per game allowed to opposing centers. Lately, they've been getting a little bit better. They're still currently 9th. They allow the 9th most fantasy points per game to opposing centers, which isn't really anything to target. But regardless, Hassan Whiteside smoked them last time, and there's no reason that he should not do that again. Without Damian Lillard, he sees a slight efficiency boost, but he's relatively unaffected with Dame's absence. And last time he played the Pacers, I mentioned he did very well. We can scroll down here. He posted a 26, 14, and 6 line, or 21, 14, and 6 line. 6 blocks, 14 rebounds, 21 points in 35 minutes. He put up 55 fantasy points. That's something that he could easily replicate today, or even just do better than that. He could improve on that last performance for sure. The key are the blocks for him, so he's definitely slightly stronger on FanDuel, but where you do get that extra point per block. But the no double-double bonus is kind of something that's going to counter that, because he's just a double-double machine. If you just look at his game log, he's just a walking double-double. The rebounds are going to be there. The points are going to be there. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Sabonis combined for like 40 rebounds today, which is just an insane number to think about. But Hassan Whiteside is going to be, for me right now, a tournament-only play just because of Anthony Davis and where else I want to spend my money today, my salary cap. But on FanDuel, he's a little bit easier to get to, where you can pretty much just do whatever you want. On DraftKings, though, definitely a tournament-only play, but I do love Hassan Whiteside a lot today, and he's going to fall under-owned compared to where he should be in this matchup. And before I jump to my last play for you guys, let's jump over to MonkeyKnifeFight. Speaking of Hassan Whiteside, I have him in a 2-man right now that I absolutely love. I do want to show you guys something. I want you to be careful with this, because if you go to new game right now and you click the main slate for Monkey Knife and then you go to the fantasy points right here, you have a 47.5 and 42.5 line. This has been just raised because everybody's taking the over on Whiteside in this. It's been raised to 47.5. If you go to new game and then you go to the Trailblazers game, and then you go to this line here, he's still at 45.5. Take advantage of this and expose this as soon as you can. Get in the over on that 45.5 and the over on Sabonis 42.5. This is an awesome two-man here on Monkey Knife Fight, guys. If you have not already signed up over here, make sure you do. And when you make your first deposit, use code SSN for a 100% deposit match up to $50. If you're still kind of hesitant about getting over here and getting started, you're not really looking for a new site this late in the NBA season, I understand that, and that's why we're making it free for you guys. Deposit $10 with our code. You'll have $20 in your account. Show us proof of this on Twitter, in our DMs, or just tweet us, and we will send you $10 back. It will be absolutely free. It is a free $20 to get started with for you guys on Monkey Knife Fight. We are very excited again about this partnership, and we love every day. We love playing over here. If we play two plays, if we play this one right here and we end up playing this one and one of them hits and one of them misses, we're still going to make a profit because hitting just one of them triples your money. So keep that in mind and make sure that you guys are playing smart over here. We absolutely love this site. And jumping over to my last play, back to DraftKings we go. We're going to go back to this center position here. We have Al Horford for the Philadelphia 76ers. We are expecting Joel Embiid to miss this game after getting hurt early last night and busting most of my lineups. He should not be playing tonight. Horford sees a great boost in efficiency and a decent boost in usage without Simmons or Embiid on the court. He averages an additional 0.15 fantasy points per minute and gets a 3% bump in usage, taking him to a 21% usage rate and a 1.16 fantasy point per minute average. Tobias Harris doesn't even average that efficiency with Simmons and Embiid off the court. So Horford technically has the highest efficiency on the team next to Shake Milton right now, with those two guys off the court. But Shake Milton, granted, that's a smaller sample size. The Knicks allowed the 8th most fantasy points per game to opposing centers, and they're very middle of the pack against opposing power forwards. Obviously, that's where Horford's going to see his minutes tonight. I don't really care what Brett Brown decides to do with his rotations. Horford's efficiency and minutes should be there. He should top 30-plus minutes again, and his efficiency is literally 1.16 fantasy points per minute at 5.2K. That cannot be ignored. That is a very safe floor and a decent ceiling player to plug into your cash game lineups at just 5.2K. So I do love the salary relief that he gives us to get in guys like Anthony Davis, like I mentioned, but he's also just a very, very strong point per dollar play today. So don't sleep on him in cash games. He's going to hit value on this price tag. He could easily smoke this price tag and go for 35 plus fantasy tonight. That is all I have for you guys, though. I hope you did enjoy today's video. I will be live on Twitch this afternoon around 4 Eastern. I will not be streaming at 5 anymore. Apparently, that's a little bit too late. A lot of other people in the industry start streaming around then, and we want to try to get as many of you guys in there as possible, have a much more interactive chat, and get the chat rolling a little bit faster so we can answer as many questions as possible. But thank you guys again for coming out and watching today's video. If you do have any questions for me, feel free to reach out on Twitter, or if you're a member, DM me in the members chat, and I will be there all day long. So let me know if you do have any questions, and if I see you in the live stream later, great. If not, then I will see you tomorrow, but good luck on this slate tonight.